part in a foretaste of that heavenly liturgy, which is celebrated in the holy city of Jerusalem, towards which we journey as pilgrims. That's our end game, right? All right, here's another one. You ready? These ones are, we'll see how they go. True or false? Christ is present only in the Eucharist during Mass. False. Yeah, good. That was a confident one. That was confident this morning too. False. Okay. Before we get to the explanation, what about this one? Christ is present only in the priest and the Eucharist at Mass. False. Yeah, good. False. False. So then where are they, right? That's the next question you might be thinking. Well, they're in these 4 places that are outlined in this document. So, of course, in the person of the priest, who is in the person of Christ, the head, in persona Christi Patres. Of course, Christ is present in the Eucharistic species, body, blood, soul, and divinity. Also in his word, the scriptures, particularly when they are proclaimed aloud. That's why we remember. That's why we stand for the gospel, because we're inviting Christ in our midst, present in the gospel, and we're standing out of reverence for that action to happen. And also, too, the easiest one, I think, for many people to forget about or kind of pass by is in the community that is assembled there, right? Where there 2 or 3 are gathered, Christ is present in their midst. I mean, do we really believe that or not, right? Like, he's present among us, too, in the community. So it's not just, again, for the guy in the front or the guy in the back, but everybody, of course, is assembled. Christ is present. Now, before we move on, one of the peanut gallery questions in the seminary, you kind of get these questions like, I'm gonna beat the professor. Like, I'm gonna get a good one. So one of the guys asked the question, now, what about when we talk about which one of these 4 that's mentioned in paragraph 7 of this document? What's like the best one, or like what's where it's most present, or something like that? And the priest stands in the front of the room, because these kind of questions usually come from the earlier years in the seminary. You're trying to really like show that, I can ask these questions, right? And I remember the priest, he says, well, of course, they are present in the Eucharist, right? This is, the real presence is a mystery that we will never ever come to understand, and what that means for us in that encounter of receiving our Lord in the act of receiving communion. And so the guy says, well, then what about the other 3? Like, we're looking at scriptures or the people or the priests. And he's like, okay, look, like, this conversation is not valuable to have. It's not really a good thing when you talk about Christ being present in your midst to, like, pit them against each other. That's not the point of this paragraph. And so everyone gets quiet. He's like, what's important to remember is they're present in all of these places. Christ is present in all of these places, all of these people, all of the Eucharistic species. That's what's important for us to remember. So don't worry about, trying to get that gold star, We'll leave that to some of the guys, I guess, in the seminary that want to show off in their early years, huh? So here we go. This is a real